Okay, are we living in the end times? I made a video, it seems to be getting more views than usual, about woke churches and woke Christianity. And you know what all of this boils down to is it says directly, it's directly written down. Matthew 24. Okay. Yeah. Jesus is talking, you can call him Yeshua or Jesus, whoever. It doesn't matter. You can speak all of this in Hebrew, and you can know all the Hebrew language, and know everything about Israel and this and that. Anyway, so a lot of this has to do with Matthew 24, and this is a severe warning. Um, because it says some things about like in the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. So obviously Noah knows his own animals. Okay? He knows the order of the animals, and you can look up what the design of animal happens to be. You just look up something called Parashah Shemini. So there's no excuse for a man in general to say, do eagles have cow hoofs by nature? No. Um, we've been talking, if you are a true Bible believer, you will not believe in evolution because it has nothing to do with nothing. It's had racial problems for years. Okay. And it does it need to go away? Yeah, because you can figure out what's wrong. You can't change your height, you can't change your weight, you can't change that. Like, you can change your weight for the most part, but you can't change the framework of your bone. Okay. Unless you have, like, you can change the framework. A parent can change the framework of the bones if they give their child rickets or something crazy like that, but because they change the nutrition around. But anyway, that being said, it just says a bunch of things about different things. And I'm like, the danger of these times. I'm not saying nobody can know the time when the Son of Man returns, so to speak. No man. But you can see the signs of Noah because they go so far removed. They're far removed from nature. Okay. And he uses a symbol of a tree. Learn a parable of the fig tree. When the branch is yet tender and put forth leaves, you know summer is nigh. So you can tell that people are doing things that are way out there, and they should not be doing those things. Okay. Okay, let me think. There's another verse in Matthew 24. Well, there's a few different things. Anyway, just read it. Read it in the King James Version. I get the point. Or read it directly from Hebrew Resource. Don't read all these funny rewiring um, Bible resources, whatever they are. Okay. The love of many shall wax cold. They say colorful flags means love is love, but no, it's the opposite. The love of many shall wax cold, meaning they don't really actually care about your 80-plus-year-olds on this earth, the most vulnerable. They don't actually care about the full effect of what happens to the widow or the widow. They don't actually care about what happens to the orphans. The young widow, though, they actually don't fully care. They say love is love, but that's just them. They got more and more of the perverted garbage. They don't care. They want more because they think, oh, that fixes everything. All these conservative Christians are behind the evils. And they make up more stuff like the OB departments and are shut down now because they've overturned Roe versus Wade. I'm like, what in the world is the connection between those two? They're not even connecting the dots by nature. Matthew 24:4, Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. There's many deceitful men. They could be Jewish or non-Jewish. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with ancestry results. It has something to do with wickedness inside man. They're heavily political. They love inanimate objects more than human life. They love their colorful flag junk and other things, whatever it is. Okay. All right. There's the one about. Okay. Yeah. Matthew 24:19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Okay, so Jesus was around the area of Jerusalem, obviously. And he knew that men have wickedness in their heart back in those days. They're trying to rewire the hormone trails. Even from birth, there's intersex and eunuch conditions and whatever. They do show up in the babes sometimes. Okay, that's what shows up. It doesn't mean you cater to every lust driven thing and go so far removed from nature. Like like Noah would know which animals do things or whatever. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, okay. And then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay, there was a recent earthquake in Haiti? No. There was an earthquake in Haiti, and there was a lot of men that lived there. You can look up the amount of death, the death toll. But there was an earthquake recently in Turkey. Okay. Okay. Now, this Matthew 24 is talking about the desolation of the temple in Jerusalem. Destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. Now, how many people probably died among the people in that time? I don't know. Equal to the number of deaths in the earthquake in Turkey, in Haiti, or various hurricanes. Okay. What about the death toll compared to like the U.S. Civil War? Because of the wickedness in the men's hearts that just grows and grows and grows. So, yeah. These things just seem to show up. And it's a good thing to watch out for false people that tell you false things about nature, especially like, weird stuff about women's health. Okay, overturning Roe versus Wade. Okay, they've had these women problems for a while. Women had problems since day one, Adam and Eve. Breech births have caused problems for women. Whatever. Stillborns, major life-threatening miscarriages, whatever. So, woe to them that are with child, meaning the OB department isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. They're not actually, they're in an OB redefinition mode instead of admitting what's true about women's health kind of thing and what they can actually handle. Like, look up a pregnancy calendar. It'll tell you exactly what women can actually handle. Anyway, okay. So, yeah. There's another indicator is that there's false prophets, false Christian beliefs. I discussed that in that other video about the woke. A lot woke churches, and a lot of it has to do with they're fearful of the reality of the Moses accounts and what that illustrates. Yeah, you need the Moses things in order to make the rest of the Bible work, like especially your creation story stuff in Genesis. At first you're like, this sounds so narrow-minded, only to have one creator who creates everything. But when you look into it and you realize that man can't create himself, man can't even decide his own hair color when he's in the womb of his own mother, then it starts to make more sense. Because man can't create the animals listed wherever in the Bible, in the Moses account especially. In the center of the Moses account is the Leviticus 11 topics. So you're talking about animal features. Man doesn't create those features. The creator makes those features. Man doesn't decide the tempo and the timelines and the renditions for cattle and everything else. So anyway, just think about it a little bit more. Thanks. Bye.